Hello guys, Kademan here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this sound using Linux Multimedia Studio. Check it out. Alright, so go ahead and open up a new project in Linux Multimedia Studio, and on the left, where it says Instrument Plugins, just open up a new instance of Zenad Sub Effects. Now, if this is your first time using Zenad Sub Effects, when you click Show GUI, it's going to ask you whether you want to use Beginner or Advanced mode. Click on Advanced. If you've already clicked on beginner mode, you can just click on this miscellaneous tab right here and click switch user interface mode, and that will allow you to switch over to advanced. Okay, and now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to input my MIDI keyboard. You don't need to do that. You could play from your keyboard directly, but I'm going to take the key shift down 2 octaves, and I'm going to turn the velocity sensing function all the way up. This is going to give us immediate bass response. When we play a note, we're going to play a bass. Okay. Now we're going to click on Edit Instrument, and where it says Add Synth, we're going to click Edit. This will bring us to the global parameters of the instrument. There's only one thing we need to do here, and that's to take this frequency value here and turn that all the way up. We don't want the filter messing with our frequency at all. Now on the bottom left where it says Show Voice Parameters, we're going to click on that. And that's going to bring us to the Voice Parameters menu, which has a lot of the same stuff as the global parameters, but this will actually, this is a little bit more in-depth. Where it says Change on the left, we're going to click that, and that brings us to the Oscillator tab. Where it says Sign, you're going to click on that, and you'll have a variety of different options to choose from. Go ahead and click on Triangle, and where the bass function parameter is, this knob right here, we're going to just turn that all the way to the left. So if we play this, we'll get a low kind of triangle. Now, the next thing we're going to do is actually we're going to take the volume of this oscillator, and we're going to turn it all the way down. So even if you play it, you're not going to get any sound from it. Next, where it says Current Voice, down on the bottom left, you're going to click it over, and it's going to show the number 2. This number refers to which voice is currently active. So, which voice you're editing. So, I'm going to make it number 2, and I'm going to press the On button here. And so now we have Oscillator 2 active. We're going to click the change button again, make it a triangle wave, and change the bass function parameter all the way to the left, just like the first oscillator. We're going to close that, and now this is where the fun begins. So with voice 2 selected, we're going to go over to the modulator, and we're going to select PM. That stands for phase modulation. It's going to modulate the phase directly, and it's going to alter the pitch in interesting ways. Now, there is some velocity here. We're just going to turn that all the way to the right. And the volume, I'm going to turn down to 88, just a little bit lower than highest value. I find that the default value sort of is a little bit too high. Now, here's why we created Voice 1. Where it says External Modulator, we're going to click on it, and it's going to say EXT Mod 1. That's referring to Voice 1. We're going to click it. And now Voice 1 will be modulating voice number 2. If we play here, we can see we already have sort of the sound we're going for. So I'm just going to, there's only one more thing we need to do to this sound. And that's to click the left arrow here, select Voice 1. Click on Change, and at the 30-second harmonic here, you can see me moving it. We're just going to turn that up slightly. A little bit lower. Right there. Right there, yeah. And That's going to give us that sort of gravelly sound that a lot of talker basses have. We're going to close that window. And actually, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to take this oscillator 1 here, and I'm going to actually give it some... No. I'm going to go to voice 3. I'm going to turn it on. And I'm just going to... Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just leave it default. And that will add a reinforcing bass tone to the entire sound. Actually, let me change that, and we can make that a triangle wave as well. Okay, now if we play it. Okay, so not much is currently happening, but if we go to the actual FM gain here, where it's on the GUI of the plugin wrapper, if we move this up and down, we'll get the sound we want. So take a listen. Sweetness. It actually sounds like an authentic talker bass. That's because it is. But we're not done. Go ahead and click on this plus button here and add a mixer track. See, this is effects 1, so we're going to need to move this to effects 1. And just add an effect. I'm going to type in limiter, and I'm going to choose hard limiter. Now I'm going to take the dB limit, and I'm going to put it to about -0.5. I'm going to add another effect, and it's right there. It's just a bass booster. Now I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to click move up so that it's before the limiter. Actually, yeah, now I'm going to do one more thing. I'm just going to show the GUI of Zen Sub Effects, and I'm going to turn the volume all the way up. Okay. Now, if I play this, you can see it's really loud. Let me just actually turn that down a little bit. Okay. To 114. That seems like a good amount. So the frequency, I'm going to set to 120 hertz. And then the gain, I'm going to turn to 1.4. And the ratio, I'm going to turn to 4. This is going to make it so that it's more bassy and less actual treble. And the bass that's going to be boosted is 120 hertz. Now, if I mess with this FM gain, you can hear it's very nice and crunchy in that low end, which is what we want. So there's only one more effect we need to add to this before it's complete. And that is, well, it's honestly a matter of taste, but I like to add calf reverb. Or any reverb plugin will do if you're using the VST version of Zen Sub Effects in a different digital audio workstation. That's fine. But this reverb plugin, I'm going to turn the room size down to 0, the decay time down to minimum, the diffusion down to 0, the high frequency dampening all the way up, and the wet amount to about 0.75. Now if we listen to this, you can hear there is some massive stereo width in this plugin. Okay, now the last thing we need to do is actually make it do something. So over here in the song editor, I'm just going to click and double click on that pattern. I'm going to make a melody. All right, so we have our melody, but how do we actually automate the sound? Well, that's easy. You're just going to want to add an automation clip and add a... well, don't do that quite just yet. Just click on the GUI here and control left click on FM gain. Where it says FM gain here, just control and left click and move it over to the song editor where the automation clip is. Now we have linked this parameter to the automation here. So if I double click that and I just make some sort of patterns here. Don't mind me just making some patterns. Pattern. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now if we play it, if we press play. Okay, sounds pretty nifty, right? Let me just put my loop point there. Now there are a variety of different, now say we want to hear it actually go through the formant changes and make it do the growl. This isn't going to do it because this is linear, you know, it's instantly max and then it's instantly minimum. But if we click here where it says linear progression, that is going to actually make it go linearly from point to point. So if we play now. Oh, I forgot to do that last one. But yeah, you get the general idea. If we click on cubic hermit progression, this will actually give us tension controls. And this is fun because the tension controls are, let me see. They'll basically add a curve to the automation. So if we play now. It's not, it isn't starting immediately. So if we turn the tension all the way down, it'll basically just oscillate and there won't be any gaps or sharp edges. Brilliant. Okay, so in this tutorial, we have covered how to make a talker bass using Zenetsub effects, how to bass boost it and add some simple effects such as reverb and distortion to give it some crunch and give it some style, so to speak. We have also learned how to use the automation editor and the benefits it can have, because this is basically the computer moving this value for us. And you can control left click just about any automation point, any parameter in LMMS. I mean, it's crazy. But that's all, guys. I'd like to thank you for participating in this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, thumbs up and share it with your friends. You know, I'm sure they'd appreciate the information. That is all, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace out.